What's up everybody, Jarvis from Strong Dragon Training back again with the pull workout for today. Now before I go any further, I want to let you guys know that from now on I'm going to do two separate videos. This one over here is going to be the explanatory video, so I'm going to dissect each and every exercise and show you guys how to do it the correct way and the effective way. But in my description below this video, I'm also going to post the direct link to the video while I'm just going strictly through the workout. So I'm not explaining anything in that workout. I will have a little bit of a banner that shows to you what the exercise is called, how many reps, sets, and rest you should be taking, and of course the tempo as well. But I'm not going to waste any time explaining anything. I'm just going to go through the workout so you guys can quickly see exactly what's happening on workout and what you need to do. That is designed mostly for the people that have an idea of what they need to do when it comes to exercises. They know how to do them correctly and effectively. They just want to have the idea of what I want you guys to try out today and what to do. They see the exercise, they get it written down, and they go and do their work. Now, for everybody else that is looking to hear the explanation and to learn how to do the exercises properly, then this one, if you're on the right video, this is the video for you. So, based on that idea, we're moving forward. Today, we're going to do the pulling muscles, aka we're going to get the back and the biceps. So from the back, I mean the lats, the lower back, the upper back, the traps, the biceps, everything, and in between those lines we're going to include today. So as an overall idea, we're going to first start off with the bent over narrow rows, all right? After that, we're going to go into pull-ups. From there, we're going to go to shrugs, bent over wide rows, bicep curls, and then hammer bicep curls, or hammer curls I like to call them. So I got 6 exercises to suffer through today. I'm going to give you the details on each and every one, how to do them, how many reps, what's the tempo, and all that different idea. Essentially, the whole goal of today's workout is to do the opposite of the muscles we've done in our push day. So if you guys check out my video, I'm going to post it right up here as well, about my pushing exercises, today is the opposite of that. We're still respecting the tempo, we're still worrying about how we flex and how we pull and how we engage everything during the workout, but we're going to take like I said, in the opposite muscles. So without further ado, let's take each exercise, dissect it, and move forward from there. Alright, so here we go guys with the first superset that you're going to need for this workout. As I mentioned in my quick video, I just go over the exercises in both the dumbbell or the gym equipment that you may have in your home and in-home equipment, so using a pack of water, water bottles and everything like that, so I can give you both options. But as mentioned, I'm going to go quickly through them and not giving you much of any choice. So I show you the exercise, you do them, boom. For more detailed explanation in this video, I'm going to go through dumbbells, barbells, and I'm going to offer you guys options and different ways to do them. Maybe you don't have a barbell at home, but you have dumbbells, for example, right? So I'm going to show you how to work with those around. Also, in the first superset, we're going to do pull-ups. Now, if you guys don't have a bar like this one, maybe you can use your door frame. Maybe you have a more sturdier door that you can pull yourself out. Maybe somebody has to hold the door. What I do for the in-home version of the exercise, I'm going to show you guys the option with a band like this. Right? Now these are fairly inexpensive bands. They're about $4 a piece. You can buy them at any really fitness store, so Fitness Depot, Treadmill Factory, just to name a couple. But they're fairly inexpensive and they come in different tightness, so based on your level you can buy whatever tightness of a band you would like. But of course, ideally, if you have the strength and if you have the opportunity to do the regular pull-ups at home on a bar or maybe on a tree branch or on a door frame, whatever you have, that's my ideal situation. But if not, the band is the way to go, okay? So let's dive right into the first superset. I'm going to do the version with the gym equipment that you may or may not have at home. The first one is the bent over narrow dumbbell rows, okay? Now this one has an important tempo. It's 3 seconds going up, 2 seconds hold at the top, 1 second coming down, 0 at the bottom, okay? So you're pulling 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, down for 1, and then pull right back up again. To give you a visual of that, I have my trusty dumbbells over here. We're going to start with the feet together, slightly bent at the knees, bend forward 45 degrees, and remember, if you've seen my previous videos, this is not allowed. Don't look down, chances are you're gonna bend your back. Keep your back straight looking forward. So here's the idea. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, okay? So what you're trying to do on these ones With the tempo, it's a little bit of a trickier idea when it comes to breathing. And I sometimes fall into this trap as well. I always tend to breathe out every time I feel that I have a much longer time to move. So I'm cautioning you guys on that because breathing, I still want you guys to keep it every time you exert force. So in this one, for example, right? So that kind of breathing I want you guys to really pay attention to. And if, for example, it was to be 1 second up, hold, 1, 2, 3 down, like we're gonna have it in our second superset, the one right after this one, you'll be more tempted, I almost guarantee you, to go. But I caution you, and I'm going to go more over on the next superset, to breathe every time you exert the power, not when you relax, okay? So that's the first exercise, and in this one you're looking to get 10 to 12 repetitions. So I will never really give you guys any kind of weights to work with. I'm going to let you know that I'm saying 10 to 12 repetitions, you got to give me 10 to 12 repetitions. Now, whether after you're done the 12, you could probably have a little bit more energy for 13 or 14. That's fine, but I don't want you to do more than 12. So that's why I want you to pick the weight when you get to 12, you're feeling fairly gassed, fairly tired. So you won't be able to do more than maybe 2 more, but that's it. If you find that at number 12, you can easily bang out another 10 or 12 or 15, then you have too light of a weight, okay? Or you haven't flexed the muscle properly. Again, going back to some of my previous videos, every time you do a back exercise, you need to pull your shoulders and retract them back. Pull those scapulas or those shoulder blades back to flex the back. Now, by 12, you should feel a burn in your back because maybe in your house, you're not gonna have the amount of weight that you could technically do. And that's what I'm gonna cover a little bit more in depth when I go into the in-home version of these 2 exercises. Now, we're done with these ones. Just move these out of the way. We're gonna worry about the pull-ups. Now, what I want to do, pull-ups, chin-ups, again, there's a lot of controversy on that one, and I've had a lot of them in the past. The wide ones, people call them chin-ups. The narrow ones, they call them pull-ups. Whichever way you want to do it, bring your nose to the bar, in other words. That's my bottom line. So for these ones, I need you on a wider grip, okay? So your shoulder width, boom, this would be my wide grip for this one. So for this exercise, I need you 1 second going up, 1, 2 hold, 1 second coming down, 1, 2 hold, right? For 5 to 7 repetitions. And trust me, that hold is gonna gas you out the most. So what's happening on this one is, starting from straight, pull up, 1, 2, boom, 1, 2, pull up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, okay? So you want to get a full stretch out of the back when you're at the bottom, hold 1, 2, then pull up for 1 second, hold at the top, 1, 2, and then go back down, right? That's the whole idea. So every superset, in particular this one, is 3 times around. So in between the rows and the pull-up, you're not getting any kind of rest. You finish the dumbbells, throw them down, jump up on the pull-ups. Once you're done the pull-ups, you can take a 20-second break and then repeat, right? 3 times around like that. Now, with that in mind, if you're going into the home workouts and you don't have somewhere to do pull-ups and you don't have dumbbells, that's fine. What I'm going to use is a pack of 24 water bottles, okay? Now for this one, I'm gonna urge you to hold it like this, right? To mimic the narrow dumbbell rows as much as possible. So just like with the other one, 3 seconds going up, 2 seconds holding at the top, 1 second coming down. And this one is very critical to squeeze your shoulders or your back at the top so you can get the best feel out of it. So you're bending forward, feet together, slightly bent at the knees, 45 degrees, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Okay? So it targets your lats for thickness just like it does with the dumbbells, a narrow dumbbell row, right? But because the 25 pounds that I did with the dumbbells, this pack of water is not weighing 25 pounds, right? That's a giver. So what I can do is, if I don't have maybe a second water bag or maybe something heavier, then I have to rely on focusing on the muscle. Now, Coming on the other side, if you have something that is relatively heavy and oh my god, I'm doing the workout, but you are not holding the tempo or squeezing properly at the top, then you fall into the other spectrum, that the weight is too heavy. You can't control the weight for as heavy as it is. If I was just to say, like sometimes in bodybuilding, just boom, you just rep it out and get as many reps as possible, and sometimes the form just keeps you in place, but everything else is thrown out the window, then there's a whole different story. But I will not post this on a YouTube unless I can actually visually monitor somebody when they do that, because that's a very dangerous scenario to be in. So I always want you guys to make sure that first of all, your back is always straight. Second of all, the core is nicely engaged. So like I mentioned in my core video, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, everything gets engaged and sucked in as if you have a center core in there. And you keep the movement going and you move the shoulders back and forth. When you're at the bottom, you let them stretch, and at the top, you squeeze them back as much as you have room for it, okay? Now, to mimic the pull-ups, if you don't have the opportunity at home or you can't do them at home, you don't have anybody to help you, you grab this band. Now, tying it into whatever you have at home that can be tied against, and you're gonna grab it relatively up. Feet are going to be together. Now, come as close underneath the band as you can, right, to mimic the pull-ups. So what's going to happen on this one, I'm going to bend my knees down to allow for a little bit of a distancing so that I can fully stretch my arms at the top, and then I pull down and up, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Same idea stays into place. I grab the band, this kind of a grip right over here, and then I pull, but I have to pull outwards, okay? Don't pull straight to your chest, because then you're doing a different kind of pull-up slash chin-up slash nose to bar slash whatever you want to call it. So I want you to go wide so you hit those lats on the outside, okay? So if you remember my previous back videos, if you've seen that one, I'm going to tag it in this video as well so you guys can watch it. When you're doing the narrow, you're hitting the fibers of the lats close to the center. When you're going wide, you're going outwards more. So you gotta be very careful on that one. Otherwise, from a repetitions point of view, you still stay the same. With the pack of water, 10 to 12. With this one, 5 to 7, okay? Take a 20-second break after you've done both, but no rest in between the two of them, and repeat for 3 sets. And that's your set number 1, or your superset number 1, rather. Alright guys, so the next superset, the second one, we're going to worry on this one about shrugs and about the wide bent over rows, alright? Now they're both done with the dumbbells still, that's why I recommend. If you do have a bar for the shrugs, you can use that one, but I strongly suggest stick with the dumbbells for now, okay? So for the very first one, I'm going to grab my 25 pounders over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my feet together, slightly bent at the knee level, and all I'm looking to do at this one is lift and shrug from the shoulders and then right back down. So just a little bit from the side here, lift and shrug from the shoulder and right back down. This is a high repetition exercise or high repetition round. So all I want is 1, 1, 1 for the second. So 1 second up, 1, and then 1 second down. That's all I need you guys to worry about on this one. That's why I'm giving you 21 to 25 repetitions here, right? So again, back nice and straight, everything is tall, up and down, up and down, up and down. Simple, straight and to the point. Main mistake you can do on this one is this. You're shrugging, but you're bending the elbows. This is a telltale sign that you're starting to get a little bit tired, and now other muscles are trying to kick in so they can lift the dumbbell up. Because all your brain is thinking about now is get that dumbbell elevated. How I do it, I don't care, just get it elevated, okay? So your back kind of gets out of the equation, then you start using shoulders and biceps and everything to move it up. Careful on the weight for that. All you want to do, and here from the side, as you can see, my elbow is straight. You don't need to lock it out, just let it straight. So you guys go up from the shoulder and down, up from the shoulder and down. Notice that nothing like this happens at the elbow area. Now, once you've done these ones, again, you don't take any kind of rest. You take the dumbbells up front, just like with the bent over rows, the narrow hammer rows. This one is the bent over wide. And this is where it's coming in the reverse. 1 second going up, 2 second hold, 3 second going down, 0, all right? So this is what I meant in my previous set when I said you'll be more tempted to breathe out when you go downwards, but I still want you to breathe out on the way up, okay? So feet together, slightly bent, bend forward at 45 degrees, dumbbell are up front, holding them like this not here like this. Key thing. So from here, you go 1 second, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's what I want you to focus on the breathing with. Still the back has to go back and forth, or rather the shoulders back and forth, but focus on the breathing as well. Just to give you an idea from the front as well, it's 1 second going up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1 second, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so relatively simple from that point of view, but you have a lot to think of and take into consideration. The tempo, the flexing of the back, the flexing of the muscles, the breathing is also very important, and also try not to lose count, okay? This one is 10 to 12 repetitions, and like I said, the shrugs are 21 to 25 repetitions. Now for this one over here in particular, I would recommend go back to your 4-liter water jugs, okay? This was probably the best idea to do for the shrugs. So what you can do with this one is, again, just like I was holding the dumbbells, hold them by the side from the handles, lift up and then down, lift up and then down. What you're trying to do in a nutshell is get your shoulders to your ears and then back down. Get your shoulders to the ears and then back down, okay? Now let's presume you don't have this one in possession, the water bottles. You can grab the jug of the pack of 24 water bottles. Keep them at the front, right at your thighs, right? Everything is straight, and you go up and then down. Up and then down. Again, no movement whatsoever is happening at the shoulder, at the elbows rather. Just the shoulders are the ones that are moving up and down. Now, you've done that one, but you gotta do the bent over wide rows as well. So just like with the dumbbells, if you have the water jugs, you just have to bend forward, back straight. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's again presume you don't have the water bottles. What you can do is you can go back to the pack of waters. Now remember, in the previous superset, I urged you to hold them this way. Now I want you to hold them like this. Why? So you get that upper back involved more. The wider your hands are, the more upper back you get involved into it. So for this one, you bend forward, elbows are out, you pull to the chest and then down. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Makes sense? So very simple, very easy round. Again, the shrugs, 21 to 25 repetitions, no rest. The wide rows, bent over wide rows, 10 to 12 repetitions. Tempo, 1, 2, 3, 0. The shrugs, 1, 1, 1, 0. And then you repeat that 3 sets. You have 20 seconds break in between each of the sets, and you've completed your second superset. All right, and the final superset that I'm gonna get you guys to do is the barbell bicep curl and then the hammer curls, all right? Now, my barbell is right over here. A little bit on the screen there, apologize for that. So this is assuming you guys have a barbell in your house, okay? Something of this nature available. It doesn't need to be an easy bar like this one, a bend bar. It can be a straight bar as well if you have that. But again, it all depends on what you have. So if you do have this one, what I need from here is essentially 8 to 10 repetitions, okay? So for this one, you're going to keep the feet shoulder width apart, slightly bent at the knee, shoulder width apart on the grip. You have 2 seconds going up, 1, 2, 3, 2 seconds coming down, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So from the side, just a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so again, you breathe when the muscle contracts. Key thing to watch out on this one is you should not have any of this. Any of the back swinging back and forth, it's a tail sign the weight is too heavy or you're getting tired. So you need to reduce the weight or take a break. So be very careful on that. You do not want to have this kind of rocking mechanism in your bicep curls because that is going to terrorize your back. And if once your back is hurting, you'll be backed up for a while. Now the hammer curls is going to be back to the dumbbells. Boom, feet together, nice and tall on this one. We're again going to 12 repetitions of these guys, slightly bent at the knees. From next to you, nothing moves at the shoulder level. You bring them up and down, up and down. It's just a smooth roll throughout. From the side, 1 and down, 2 and down. All right, straight into the point. Now, let's presume that you don't have a bar at home. Obviously, the hammer curls can stay the same way. What you can do instead of the bar, with the same dumbbells that you have for the hammer curls, all you gotta do is just open up your legs and keep them shoulder width apart. Start with the dumbbells next to your thighs, like so, and then bring them up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. From the side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Very simple, okay? Now, moving away from any kind of gym equipment, you don't have any of it at home. So what's going to happen? You're pretty much stuck with the water bottles, either in the pack or in the jugs. So ideally, if you have the jugs, the way that I showed you with the dumbbells to do the curls, you're gonna mimic them with the jug, right? So feet apart, nice and tall, lift it up, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's quite simple to do it with the jugs. Okay, simple. Now, what happens with the hammer curls? In that case, you have one of two options. Either you go to the 2-liter water bottles, and again, you mimic the dumbbells, so up and down, nice and simple, right? Or you grab your pack of water and you specifically, again, hold it from the side, not from the bottom, from the side like this. This is going to mimic your hammer curls, not grabbing it like this from the bottom, okay? So doing this one will I slightly do not recommend to do this kind of curls if you don't have a bar. I would rather you guys stick with the jugs of water. If not, if you absolutely don't have the jugs of water, all you have is this pack of water, then you're going to forget about the regular barbell curls with the 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and 2 seconds, and just move to the hammer curls. Because if you grab the water bottle like this, and then you have it, notice my wrist can bend a little bit upwards, right? Even if you bring it down like this with a straight wrist, you still have the full and good enough stretch to be able to bring it up and down, up and down. Now, if you allow a little bit of bend, you'll get even more of a stretch, but I caution you to watch your wrist on that one, not to injure it. So keep it for safety purposes straight. If you feel adventurous, you can bend it a little bit and get an extra little bit of stretch out of your bicep, and then bring it up. Boom, and then bring it up. Simple and to the point, but I caution you against grabbing it like this and doing this kind, because at this point you're gonna have to modify your body posture. You're gonna have to modify quite a bit to hit the bicep in the proper way and stretch it and flex it. That at this point it's again a little bit too advanced, and I'll need a lot more time to explain to you guys how to do that correctly, and it's a very project way to put yourself into that position and isolate the biceps properly. So I do hope that you guys have at least some kind of bottles in your house, or some kind of jugs rather, to mimic the bicep curls with the palms facing forward. But otherwise, as I mentioned, 10 to 12 on each of them, no rest in between, 20 seconds rest at the end, repeat that for 3 sets again, and you've done your superset number 3. So there you have it, guys, the pulling workout. That is the exact opposite of what we did 2 days ago on the push muscles. So here I tried to target everything for you guys, from lats to upper back or trapezius, lower back, and then the bicep curls, of course. So what I've mentioned in my previous video as well, the abs and the legs I'm going to leave from my next workout. So what I want you guys to kind of see it in your brain is that the next workout is going to be a leg and ab workout, okay? So this set of 3 workouts, push, pull, and then legs and abs, are gonna come in a little package, okay? So 2 days from now, you guys are gonna have your legs and ab workout. What I need you kind of in between is how I would plan these workouts if I were you, is on Monday, for example, I will do the push. On Tuesday, I would just keep with cardio, so whether that be running up and down the stairs, running or walking outside, or whatever kind of cardio you're able to do, rollerblading or whatever. On Wednesday, I do the pulling exercises, the workout we've done today. On Thursday, I'm going to get you on cardio again. And on Saturday, or rather Friday, skip the day there, on Friday to do the legs and abs, okay? And then you have another cardio day, which you can pick either on the Saturday or the Sunday. One of those 2 days is going to be your day off. So that's ideally how you want to structure your workouts, even if you're at home or if you're in a gym. Give yourself 1 day off per week to let your body recuperate. But this is one type of program that I would say follow over a span of a week. 1 day weights, cardio, weights, cardio, weights, cardio, rest. Okay, so that's the idea behind this little programming that I'm doing. I'm also showing you guys the appropriate stretches. So my next video that I'm going to post up is going to be the stretches for your back. We're going to take every single type of stretch and dissect it for your back and then go from there. But the pushing exercises, you have the stretch for them. I recommend even on the cardio day and even after the workout you do, when you do the chest and the triceps and the shoulders, to get those stretches in, right? Just as for this one, you have to get it either after this video with the link that I'm posting from my general stretch, or you can tap in tomorrow to my back stretches exercise, and that's going to go with a little bit more options, a little bit more in depth. I'm going to explain everything a little bit better. But back to today. So the entire workout today was from the bending forward and all the resistance that you had to pull with the tempo. That's going to be taxing on your core and your lower back, right? So when I did my core workout a couple of videos ago, I mentioned that when you're doing things like a row or a wide row or deadlift or things like that, you're going to activate your lower back. And in some cases, I've seen in my experience that people say, ow, my lower back is hurting more than my lats, because your lower back is weak, okay? So this is the point where you need to worry about your core being super tight. So remember, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, they all crunch and pull towards the middle as if you had something, a magnet in the middle pulling everything together, right? That's how you want to flex your core in, and that way your lower back is A, safe, and B, getting stronger. So we covered the lower back. The lats, the traps, they've all been covered by the exercises. And every time you do a back workout, you hit the rear deltoids as well. Because if you remember my push video, we've gotten the front delts, we've gotten the laterals, we've gotten the chest, the triceps. In this one, we've gotten the back. But when you do a row and a wide row, you hit the rear delt as a secondary muscle, right? So we've covered that as well. And lastly, what we had to cover is the bicep. Now, just like in the chest, where your tricep is your secondary muscle, and so is your deltoid, by the way, your anterior and your mid, for the back, the bicep is your secondary muscle. So although you still work the biceps doing the wide and narrow rows, and especially the chin-ups, you still had at the end to kind of terrorize that bicep just a little bit more with a couple of more repetitions with the bar and or the dumbbells. So very straightforward. We've hit the upper body from every pull point of view, and you've completed a nice, good workout that is perfect for in-home. So if you have any questions about this workout, guys, and I mentioned many of my previous videos, if you have a limitation or injury or anything like that that just does not allow you to do some or any of these exercises, I encourage you to message me in the comments below this video, and I'll be more than happy to go into direct DM with you, so that if I need to explain more or send you a more video in private that is tailored for you and recommend a couple of exercises, I'll be more than happy to do that. That's what Strong Dragon Training is here for, to help you guys out and try to offer paths and options for you guys to stay healthy all the time at home. But other than that, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe to my channel, because like I mentioned, I'm posting more and more videos. I've posted before, but I'm trying to get more fancy and better and try to cater to every kind of attention span out there possible. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, below this video is the link of the fast workout. So all you have to do is check out the exercises, get the idea of the reps, boom, you're out the door. Just a couple of minutes right over there of your time and you got the idea. So that is more for the people that have the knowledge of how to be in position, how to move, and what the tempos should be like, and you're good to go. In this video is a little bit more lengthy and more explanation, which I know that some people just don't have the absolute patience to follow this, but this is here, this isn't an option, and I try to explain everything the best I can, but questions may always arise. Comment them below the video, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. My name is Dragos, Strong Dragon Training, the flame of fitness. Thank you so much for watching again. I'll catch you guys on my next video.